All right, hey guys, welcome to tonight's team call. It is Monday, October 8th, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about free groups and why they're so important for the business and kind of how you can get really creative with them and how they can benefit you in the long run. Just a few shout outs. I know it's like kind of closer to the beginning of the month, but Christina Thompson is at 2 Success Club points and Megan is at 2, which is awesome. You guys are starting off the month strong. I know I have big goals for this month because last month, like I told you guys, was a bit of a struggle for me, but I want to like really work up my momentum this month because the wedding is next month and I like don't want to have to worry about Success Club then. So really pushing this month. Just some quick announcements. The book club begins today. We're reading The Miracle Morning. I actually just got my book in the mail like this morning. And it's a shorter book. It's only, I think, like 10 chapters. And so far I love it. It's super, easy to understand. And I really like the way it's written. It's kind of written like the guy is speaking to you, which is cool. So really good book, and I'm really excited to read the rest of it. Our challenge group begins next Monday. So this is the week that you should be signing up clients because you want to make sure that they get everything in time for the start of the group. If you guys are running this group with me, if you're running your own, that is awesome. The coaching sneak peek is from October 23rd to 25th. So if you have any people that you're talking to that are interested in coaching and want to know more, make sure that you add them to the sneak peek. It kind of just tells them everything they need to know about coaching and just informs them more, and then hopefully they'll love it and they're like, all right, like let's do this thing. Team Pura Vida team calls are every Monday at 9. You guys know that since you're on. Team Pura Vida mastermind calls are every Thursday at 8:30. I swear, like this, every time we have one of these calls, there's like great ideas thrown out that I wouldn't have thought on my own. So please make an effort to hop on. Like I would love to hear your ideas and implement them. And it's just like a really great way for you guys all to bond too, because it's not just me talking. Believe me, I'd much rather hear you guys talk. And then the Team Confidence team calls are every Tuesday at 8:45 p.m. Also, something else I wanted to put in here was, and I just got off this call, I host it with Alexis. So there's the Boss Up to Emerald calls every Monday at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. So these are calls that Alexis and I are now running every Monday, and they're going to go in like kind of month segments. So every Monday we're going to go through kind of tips to get you to Emerald. And if you're already at Emerald, it's totally fine, because honestly, building this business is just hitting Emerald over and over and over again. So you can totally benefit from these calls if you can hop on. They're every Monday at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. National Wake Up calls every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and Success Club prizes start this month. I already posted this in the team page and went over this last team call, but I just want to go through it again. 1 credit, you get a Pura Vida bracelet. 3 credits, you get a personal development book of your choice, My Treat. And then 6 credits, you get Beachbody apparel. And if you hit 9 credits or 12 credits, we'll determine that, but it's going to be even bigger than that Beachbody apparel. So super exciting, and like things to kind of motivate you to hit Success Club, because and remember, it's not just Success Club, it's actually people. So keep that in mind as well. I just want to go through these really quick. I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty. You guys can kind of look this up, and I went over it last month in detail, so you can rewatch that call if you want. But there's new Shift Shop challenge packs and bundles that launched October 1st. There's the Make Your Mark promotion. So pretty much if you hit Success Club, or if your coaches hit Success Club, you can earn the markers from Shift Shop, and they each like represent something different, which I thought was really cool and like a cute way to kind of motivate you to hit Success Club. There's the ticket flash sale. So from October 20th to the 31st, Summit tickets will be $145, which is totally so cheap, and you guys should totally get it if you already haven't gotten your Summit tickets yet. And there's also now this year, first time ever, there's a Summit Travel cash incentive for diamonds and below. Definitely look into that. Pretty much if you're a diamond or below and you're heading to Summit, you have to hit some certain goals, and if you do, they give you $200 worth of it's called travel cash. So it's really awesome, and like another incentive to make it to Summit. And then Lift 4 launches in the Beachbody On Demand library October 1st. So does Meste Mas, I believe. And then there's coaches can purchase challenge packs and completion packs October 1st. So this is something new, and like I don't really want to get into it. I kind of got into it last week, but pretty much it's exactly what it sounds like. Coaches can purchase challenge packs and completion packs, even if they already bought one to start with, so they can buy another one. And then there's a little more obsessed bonus gifts with any monthly nutritional subscription. So pretty much if you're on Shakeology on HD or on like the 3-day refresh on HD or any kind of like Energize, anything like that, you will get access to a little bit obsessed bonus gifts. And then get to a Super Saturday event. Like, I cannot stress this enough. This is where like your business will explode, because you'll get to feel the energy of all the other coaches in the room. I already have my ticket. Brian's coming with me. Unfortunately, Alexis can't make it to this one, but I know a bunch of other coaches in my area now, and we're all going together. And it's just so much fun. You learn so much about the company, and you meet other coaches in your area, and it's just an awesome, awesome experience. So definitely get to your Super Saturday, and you can find your Super Saturday by going to this link. Make sure you're logged into your Coach Online office before you go to this link, or else it won't like log you in. You can't really find anything. But go to that link and you'll find, and type in your zip code and you'll find something that's close to you. Unless you're Jenny that lives in the Northwest Territories and doesn't have Super Saturdays around her. There's also the Pumpkin Spice Vegan Shakeology launches in Canada on October 11th. And there's a Shift Shop and Parasol, because the Shift Shop is like the kind of the program of the month. So they're doing the Parasol with that as well. Okay, so now into the call and kind of talking about free groups, why they're important, how we run them, what we do, and kind of how we transfer free clients to paying clients. So why are free groups so important? So now, some people don't believe in free groups, and I completely wholeheartedly believe in free groups because they work so well for me and my business. And pretty much they're just groups that they offer something in value to potential clients for free. And they build, and I know for me, they build trust with my clients. Like, when people come into my free groups, they get to see what I have to offer. And then they're like, okay, like, this is actually awesome. Like, I want to keep going with this. One of my, actually Megan invited some of her challengers into our free group, and she lost 7 inches in 7 days in our past free group. So like, it's showing people that, hey, like, we really can help you, and like, just try this out for free. And like, if you don't like it, you don't have to stick with it, no harm, because you didn't pay for anything. So it's totally fine. So it kind of builds trust in your clients. You get to build a deeper relationship with them, and they're more likely to join you in the long run because they see what you have to offer. And then you help people with things they might be struggling with, which again, like, they kind of almost feel like, I know when people help me with things I'm struggling with, like, I want to help them, or like just join them with whatever they're doing, because they've helped me so much. And then they demonstrate what a challenge group will look like. So that way, when you invite them to a challenge group, you'll be like, it's just like the one you were just in, only it's a little longer and you just have a different program. So it's like, it gets them comfortable and warmed up to the idea of a challenge group. So that way, when you actually do invite them to a challenge group, they kind of already know what you're talking about, and they're not going to let that fear of the unknown stop them, because they already know like kind of what they're going to get into. And they can be used as a creative outlet, like branding. So Alexis, like, for example, she's really into meditation and crystals and everything like that. So she runs free meditation groups, and that's like part of her brand. Like, she really loves all that stuff, and she's going to attract people that also love that stuff. So it's a way of her to get creative with something she loves. And it's also a really great way to like kind of brand yourself as well. And it's also for newer coaches, it's great practice for running an actual 30-day challenge group. And you should be running your own free groups after coaching for a couple months. They're super important, and they're a really great way for you to kind of get your feet wet. I always recommend running them with a partner or a success partner, or even a couple people on the team, because it just kind of makes the group more full when you're all adding people, and it also divvies up the workload as well, even though all the work's pretty much done for you. I have all the files in the team page. But it's just a really, really great way for you to get comfortable running a group on like a smaller scale. So that way, when you're ready to run a challenge group, like, you already have all that experience under your belt. Okay, so what kind of free groups can you run? You can really run any kind of free group that you honestly want. I personally think that they should be more geared towards health and fitness, because that's what we do. We're health and fitness coaches, but you can totally run anything you want. So I've seen people do like DIY free groups. I've seen people do, like, for example, I could even do like a wedding free group right now, like planning a wedding free group. So you can really do anything, but I personally love Clean Week because it gives them such a great representation of what a challenge group will look like. So I personally love Clean Week. All the workouts are made for you, and like, it just looks super professional and really well done. You could also do a Butts and Guts group, where I've done that in the past, and again, all the files are in the team page. If you look into the files, you'll literally see Butts and Guts resources, and it has everything you need: graphics, posts, schedules, everything you need is in there. You could do a meal prep group. I have done a bunch of those in the past. And again, I'm pretty sure there's a whole entire group laid out for you in the files tab for meal prep. And it gives them a bunch of different recipes, a grocery list, and it tells them, like, it gives them a little calendar. You have this on this day, this on this day, this on this day kind of thing. And it really helps people that struggle with nutrition. You can do a personal development group. You can do a meditation group. Get creative. You really can do anything. If you're really good at something, like, for example, I'm really good at organizing and, like, I know it sounds super, like, I'm really good at cleaning, I'm really OCD, so I'm really good at that. And I could really help someone that's like a messier person really just kind of focus on the things they need and just organize it. So you could really do anything and just get creative and, do something that you like. Like, if you really like, I don't know, like cooking vegan food, for example, have a whole group on like cooking vegan food and like have some really fun vegan recipes in there. So it could really be anything that you love and you want to share with others that that can help them. So I like to keep my groups fitness and nutrition based, but I know lots of coaches that branch off from that and run very different groups. And ask yourself, what's something you're really good at that others struggle with? So, for example, a lot of people usually ask me how I organized my life when it comes to like calendars and stuff. So I literally share with them like everything. So it can even be something like that, as simple as organize your life, your thoughts and everything like that. And you could do, a calendar, like how to set up your calendar group. It could really be anything. And also like a personal development group, how many people could benefit from a Miracle Morning group? I feel like everyone on this planet could. I know it's not free technically because you have to buy the $10 book, but the group itself is free and you could all kind of do it together and it'd be a really, really awesome way to kind of, that's actually more of like a coaching segue than actually like a challenge group segue. But anyway, okay. So inviting to a free group. I personally invite everyone on my contact list that I've been talking to 2 weeks before the group starts. So that gives people time to respond. Because as you guys know, sometimes it takes people a little bit of time to respond, or they don't see your message right away, or sometimes you have to follow up with them to say, hey, like I sent you a message. And I use Streak to keep track of my contacts. So I will literally go through my Streak and see who I think like we've built a relationship up enough that I can invite them to a free group. And it's like, also, free groups are another, like I should have added this up top, but it's a great way to practice inviting, because I know inviting can be like scary at first, but if you're inviting to something for free, like you really, there's nothing to be scared of. It's not like you're trying to sell them anything or anything like that. Like you're literally just offering them something for free, and it makes you get more comfortable with inviting, and it's really, really great practice for the future. And so I included, and guys, you have my scripts. There's a link to it in the team page. And all these scripts that I'm sharing with you guys are in there, but I wanted to kind of just show them again to you. This is kind of like my basic script. I usually change this up to like the season I'm in. But it just goes something like this. It can be super simple. And I like to make them short and sweet and to the point, so that way you can fit them in an Instagram message, because you know how Instagram has a word limit. So, hey, love, I know this is kind of random, but I just wanted to let you know I'm running a free 7-day fitness and nutrition challenge. The group is a private group on Facebook where you will learn how to plan meals, prep food, stick to a daily exercise routine, and prepare a superfood shake. Best of all, the group will provide the support, community motivation, and accountability to keep you on track. Would you like to try it out? Super simple. Literally explains exactly what it is, and we kind of go from there. Recently, I switched this up, saying I'm running a 7-day free fitness and nutrition challenge. It's just going to be a really awesome way for all of us ladies to kind of just stick together and build a community based on like our goals. And I'm shedding for the wedding, so it'll really help me to have the extra accountability. Would you like to help me out, or something like that? So it could be really get creative with how you invite and kind of like tailor it to the season of life that you're in to make it more relatable. Okay, so how to set up a free group. So you go to the files in the team page, and there is everything you need to set up a clean week free group, a butts and guts free group, and a few healthy eating free groups, like I said. So if you go to the files in the team page, it's all in there. Posts have been written and graphics have been made, and I actually pulled this up because I wanted to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So if you find the clean week link in the team page, it will bring you here, and you literally have, these are all the files you need. There's just 3 files for clean week. There's the cover photo for the group. This is kind of just teaching you like best practices for the group, just like if you need a refresher. And then there's the posting guide, and it gives you every single post you need, if it'll load. It gives you every single post you need in here. It literally breaks it down. Saturday before the start of the group, morning post, and then it shows you what graphic to post with it, if it'll load. Evening post tells you exactly what to say. So you can literally copy and paste these things, and then all the graphics are in here as well. So graphics for posting schedule, and you just download all these graphics to your computer and just upload them. So it has every single picture you need in here that I've already made them on Canva for you, so you can just like upload them to the challenge group. So I try to make it as simple as possible for y'all. And of course, like feel free to switch it up. Like if you don't like what I wrote or whatever it is, switch it up, make it your own. But it's a really, really great starting point. Okay, and then you have to, I always recommend, you can make a welcome post, but I always recommend making a welcome video because there's a lot to kind of go over. And I make sure that in the welcome video, I always introduce myself. You want people to relate to you and you want them to trust you. So I always kind of share something about myself. I say, you know, I live in Fort Lauderdale. I'm an environmental scientist. I have 2 Bengal cats that I love so much. I'm getting married in a month. Whatever it is, to kind of introduce yourself and give people like an idea of who you are. And then talk about how the group is going to be run. So I always say there's going to be a morning and evening post. You know, there's going to be prizes. We're going to be checking in once a day. There's going to be it's important to participate because that's the way you like build community and you'll get the most out of it. And then I always tell people, because like I know it's kind of hard if you don't really use Facebook too much, but they don't really know where to find the files. So I show them and like I'll talk them through exactly how to find the files, which has like all the meal plans in there and everything like that. And then I ask all my challengers to introduce themselves below the welcome video. And that way, like everyone kind of gets to know each other. They can read like other people's posts and be like, oh, like I've been there before. I visited that place. I have cats as well. And it's like a really cool way for everyone to get to know each other. And then if they don't introduce themselves by the start of the group, I literally message people. And like if I notice, like, so I usually add all my challengers on Friday because the group starts on Monday. And then I give them all weekend to check out the welcome video and the files and everything, and to introduce themselves. And I will follow up with them again on Sunday if I notice that they haven't introduced themselves. I'm like, hey girl, like just a gentle reminder to introduce yourself below the welcome video. Like it'd really be awesome for us all to get to know you a little better. And then you could schedule out all your posts using the schedule post feature in Facebook groups. So it makes it super simple. Like you don't have to be around to post. Like you can, I set up everything, all of my posts like on the Friday that I start the group, and that's it. Like I don't have to worry about posting ever again because it's already scheduled for me. And there's a YouTube video. You could literally just YouTube. If you don't know how to schedule posts, just YouTube how to schedule a Facebook group post, and it will show you step by step how to do it. It's super, super simple. And then plan to go live in the group about 1 or 2 times throughout the group because, again, people want to see your face. They want to hear your voice, see your enthusiasm, and it's another really great way to kind of just build trust with the people that are in there and for them to get to know you better. And then run the group with a success partner or someone else that you're working with because it just makes it so much easier. And like I said, there's more people in it. It just becomes more of like a close-knit family. And they're really, really awesome when you run them with a group. And it also helps you kind of like divvy up the work. So add challengers to a group on a Friday, like I said, so they have the weekend to check everything out and prep if need be. And then tag all coaches underneath the welcome video. So I tag them all to begin with. So like I make the welcome video on Friday and I tag all the challengers. And then by Sunday, if they still haven't introduce themselves, I'll tag them again to make sure that, and then message them to make sure that they introduce themselves, because like if they can't introduce themselves, they're not going to like follow through with the rest of the group. So I make sure that like as soon as they kind of like get their like some skin in the game in the beginning, they're more likely to keep going. So I always make sure like the beginning is really important for them to kind of get started and introduce themselves. And then this is the message after I've added everyone to the challenge group or to the free group on Friday. This is exactly what I messaged them, and I haven't changed this. This has been the same for me for, you know, as long as I've been doing a Clean Week group. So, hey, I just want to let you know that I just added you to the Clean Week group here on Facebook. It's a private group, so no one outside the group can see anything. Be sure to check out the welcome video. If you're on your phone, click View Pinned Post at the top of the discussion thread and the files over the weekend, and introduce yourself below the welcome video. Please read all the files of the weekend. This is your key to success. The file titled How to Access Clean Week for Free will walk you through step by step the process how to access all the workouts. My coach ID is, make sure you give them your coach ID if you're doing Clean Week, because that way they'll get like started on like under your account. Is blah blah blah. Make sure to complete this before the start of the group on Monday. We have the group set up so only coaches can post. It gets too crazy if everyone can post and the coach posts get lost in the feed, but you will still be able to comment on our posts. We start Monday. I'm so excited. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any further questions. Happy Friday. So this kind of just lays out everything in one message, just so they kind of know where to go, what to do over the weekend, and how to get started. So, and it's also important too to kind of tell them, and I have it set up this way, you can do it every way you want, but I usually have it so only coaches can post in the group, because if everyone's posting, like the coaches posts get lost. So I always have it set up, and you can do that. You can YouTube that as well. You can just, it's in like the edit group settings, and then you just say like, you know, only coaches can post. And then, hold on. Sorry. And then, let's see. I wanted to add something else too. Start a group on Monday. Okay, well, anyway, so start the group on Monday. So everyone loves to start a group on a Monday, because I feel like Mondays are just like such a great fresh start. So I always start groups on Monday. And then, and this is something else too that I think is really, really important. I respond to every single person's post, no matter if it's a free group or a challenge group, individually. I literally read every single person's post and respond to them individually, because that's like what makes them feel more connected to you. And like, honestly, when I respond to people's posts, I feel more connected to them too. So it's super important. Like, that really builds a relationship more, and like just builds so much trust. And then, I also check in individually. So depending on how long the group is, like I usually run 7-day groups, but I know people that run 5-day groups, run 3-day groups. It's really up to you how long you want to run them. But if it's a 7-day group, I'll check in with them like midweek. So either Wednesday or Thursday, I'll be like, hey, like how's the week going? And you know, how are you enjoying the workouts? And like if they're like doing something really spectacular in the group, I'll make sure to kind of like say, hey, I saw you like posted that really awesome video this morning. Like really just make them feel loved, and like that you really, really care, because that's what we do. Like we care about our clients and we want them to get the results. And then I always shout out challengers in the group if they're killing it. So everyone loves to be recognized, and they feel even more special and like more willing to join you in the long run if you recognize them, because they're working hard, and when you recognize them for that, like that feels so freaking awesome for them to their hard work to be recognized. And then how to convert free challengers to paid clients. So on the Friday, that's like the kind of the last Friday of the group, you convert free challengers to, you invite them to an upcoming paid group. So this is exactly the message I send them. And of course, like I changed the date around. It says, hey love, how have you been liking Clean Week? This program has honestly been kicking my booty, but in a good way. I know it's the weekend, it's tempting to relax a bit, but don't undo all the hard work you put in this week. You've got this. I just want to let you know, since I let all my free group peeps know first, I am running a 30-day fitness and nutrition support group on Facebook that is going to be run very similarly to this one starting on October 15th. In this group, a bunch of us ladies focus on fitness, nutrition, self-love, positivity, and positivity goals. Everyone gets access to a ton of workouts on Beachbody On Demand, an all-natural shake loaded with superfoods, and numerous nutrition plans. We check in daily for accountability, and I provide sample meal plans, recipes, and groceries. We will all be reading Personal in the Book, and there will be giveaways for participation. These groups always become an awesome community of like-minded women, and I love it. What do you think, love? Would you be interested in having the support of the group? I'm so excited for this. So again, I'm just laying out, and you can even condense this even more. I actually need to reword this just because I feel like since I wrote this to now, I would actually condense it a little more. But again, you're just saying like, hey, you're doing really awesome in this group, and would you like to continue on with me in the next group? And it's just like a really, really smooth transition because they already kind of know what to expect. I had something else to add to this and I forgot it. Like I had it and then I kept talking and I forgot. But if I remember, I'll go back to it. So then convert free challengers to paid clients again. So if they say, yeah, like for sure, I definitely want to, continue on with you. This is exactly, you have to help your client figure out what program would work best for them and what flavor of Shakeology they would like best, because that's what we do as coaches is we align people with the workout program and the nutrition that we think will work the best for them depending on their goals. So and again, all these scripts are in the scripts file that you guys have. So I'll say, yeah, I'm so excited. Okay, next steps, you need to pick out a workout program that aligns best with your goals and workout preferences. Then we need to pick out a flavor of Shakeology you think you would enjoy the most. And then it says, tell me, what are your goals? Do you want to lose weight, tone, gain muscle, any specific areas you would like to target? When it comes to working out, do you like cardio, yoga, dancing, weights, or not really sure? It doesn't matter if you don't know. That's what I'm here for. I just like to ask. And then it says, when it comes to Shakeology flavors, there's vegan, chocolate, vanilla, cafe latte, and strawberry, and regular vanilla, strawberry, chocolate, greenberry, cafe latte. What do you think you would like the best? So it kind of just like lays everything out for them, and it makes it super simple because you have this like already copy and pasted. So as soon as someone says yes, you're like, okay, this is awesome. Like, let's get the ball rolling. You know, like I don't, and like in the past, I used to kind of like, I don't know, fluff up the conversation a lot and add a lot of like back and forth that didn't need to be there. And now I'm just like much more straight to the point. Let's get this ball rolling. Like, let's get you involved, and let's get you working towards your goals. Okay. So I hope that all made sense. Does anyone have any questions or any ideas? I'd love to hear your ideas because I know y'all are super, super creative, or anything like that. Yeah, Drum Ray's doing a DIY for Christmas, which is another great idea. Again, like it doesn't have to be health fitness related. I just do it because I think it works best for me and my business. But you can kind of run whatever kind of group you want to run. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And where is it? Okay. Okay. So anyone have any questions or anything you want to share or suggest?
No, like put it out there.
Say that again, Drum Ray.
Just to put it out, just an idea, just in case that anybody. But also you can regroup depending on the season or what's going on. What's popular, you know? So like, let's say when Marvel came out with the new Avengers movie and everything, that was like everybody was hyped up and everything. So that would have been like a perfect time to create a free group, get everybody interested and everything, just something fun but can be intertwined into something with health and fitness at the same time. I'm just like saying like you can also go with the wave of what's going on. It doesn't always have to be holidays or anything. It can be like things like football or something. Just putting out there, just giving ideas, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, definitely. And like if you can incorporate it into like some kind of, you know, health and fitness related kind of thing, that'd be awesome. But yeah, keep it current. You know, I mean, I personally love my clean week because it always works really well for me. But I know some people that love to change it up every single month, and that's totally fine. And like you can make it current and, you know, more relatable, and people will be like, oh yeah, like I heard about that. It'd be really awesome. Keep it interesting. Anybody else have any other suggestions or questions or ideas? I'm trying to remember, like, I had something so good I wanted to add, and now I like forget it, but whatever. I'll remember it like at midnight when I'm like passing out.
I did think of one thing. I wrote it down as an idea, but I would need to do more like research and work on it. But like I was thinking about doing a SIBO group, and like for you with like IBS, you could do like an IBS group. Anything when like if someone deals with, you know, like anxiety or diabetes or whatever it is, like some kind of health issue that you are kind of an expert on because of your own experience, I feel like that would be a good group, because I don't know, like I'm in that boat where I'm a part of like a bunch of SIBO groups, and I love getting in there and seeing what people are up to and like what's working for them and what's not, because it helps me. And so I feel like I don't know, that just sticks out like an easy idea for me. I obviously I would need to do work for it, but if anyone else is out there and has those kinds of, you know, struggles, that's probably a really good group to hone in on, because then you definitely are meeting other people who are going through the same thing and could benefit just like you did, essentially.
Right. And no, that's actually an amazing idea too. Like, because then not only are you providing something like of value, but it's like something that's like you're both struggling with. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like it makes you feel even closer than just like a typical health and fitness group. They're like, oh my God, like I struggle with the same symptoms that you do. And like, I know how you feel. Like, it's like I feel like it'll connect you even more. That's a really good idea to kind of just go through do a group that you can like really like a struggle that someone's going through and like help them. And then also too with that, and like I know you said you'd have to like put in the work, but once you do it once, like make sure you just save it all in a Word document. You can use it over and over and over again, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a really good idea. I love that idea. I'm gonna write that down. IBS free group. Cute mug, Jean-Marie.
I know, right? It's like gonna. Okay, hold on. Wait.
That was my favorite Disney movie.
You're not the only one. I'm a huge Little Mermaid dork fan. I have like everything of the Little Mermaid. I don't care.
I haven't seen that movie in forever. I gotta watch it again. Especially because you think Brian and I are the Little Mermaid and
All right.
Sarah. That's the one.
I hear the Little Mermaid music every day at work because I hear Disney music all day at work because I have 3-year-olds.
Lucky you.
Probably so over it.
Well, no, like it caused me to like lose my voice because I'd be singing along, and I'm like, this is not good. All I'm doing is singing Disney music all day.
All right, guys, let's take a pic real quick, and then I'll let you go. Thanks so much for hopping on. I hope this was helpful. I kind of wanted to do more of like a technical thing tonight. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Thanks, girls. All right, does anyone have any other like final things that they wanted to share or anything? No, y'all good. Well, thanks so much for hopping on. It means so much to me that you guys take the time out of your day to chat with me. But I hope you have an awesome rest of your Monday, and I'll chat with you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye, guys.